And we are late, but we are live.
What up?
Yes.
In the building. We are patiently awaiting the arrival of Kelli Jo, but we figured we're going to go ahead and get started. So, welcome to tonight's episode of the Effing Podcast. I'm your host, Branson.
I am B.D.U.B.
Budha.
And we'll probably go back and redo the intro again when Carlos gets here. But nevertheless, we're going to give our shout-outs and move on with the show until she gets here. Shout out
Ethan Fancy.
What's happening?
Shout out Dank Drinks.
What's good?
Shout out the local plug.
What's
I heard she's
happening?
supposed to be putting in
some work.
Yeah. Okay, she's going to be putting in some work. Shout out to Alpha Dogs. I believe he's out in Durham tonight. Go get them dogs.
Don't get them
Dogs, man.
Anybody else? Shout out my girl, Customized by Me.
Yes, sir.
If you need anything made, she can do it. Anybody I mentioned, you can find in the little magnifying glass on the top right hand on Facebook. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the show, like I said.
What about your donation drive? Is that still going on?
Yeah, that's still going on. I'm glad you said something. And I feel bad for not even mentioning it. Share the love, the goodie bags.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be looking for necessity items, such as toiletries, toothbrush, toothpaste, Q-tips, socks.
All that good stuff.
Things of that nature.
Hygiene products.
Yes.
Hygienic products.
And I believe that it will be April 27th or the 28th. There will be boxes set up at destinations, local shops, and churches where you can drop off things. And we've already had people to donate to the cause. I'm looking for it now. You can reach Alicia Horton at 919-520-8988 or Tanisha Horton 919-798-7220. Like I said, share the love, donate blessing bag items, shampoo and conditioner, nail clippers and hair combs, tampons and sanitary pads. That would probably be a good one. Wet wipes and Kleenex. What else they got up here? Socks, of course, socks, gloves, hats, notebook, and just whatever you feel like donating, they'd love to have. So, like I said, the contact numbers for Alicia Horton, 919-520-8988, Tanisha Horton, 919-798-7220.
Don't hate and make sure you donate.
Thank you, Dub, for reminding me, because I don't know how to let that slip. Okay, so we got to start the show out with RIPs this week.
Yes.
Unfortunately. So the first one was Richard Lewis.
Famous stand-up comedian Richard Lewis passed away this week at the age of 76. It looks like they released he died as a result of cardiopulmonary arrest, or known as cardiac or circulatory arrest, on February 27th, 9:22 p.m. at his home in L.A. So basically, they also noted the secondary cause of death was his Parkinson's disease, which he announced last April. That was a secondary cause. So it was two of them. So a lot of people remember Richard Lewis. I remember him personally from the 80s. He had a couple shows on TV, and he did a lot of commercials and stuff. And then I guess he got a second rebirth with Curb Your Enthusiasm, playing an exaggerated, fictionalized version of himself. But I just remember him throughout the Tonight Show and the Late Show.
Richard Lewis, he was a funny guy.
Yeah.
He was definitely a funny guy.
Yeah, so I'm sure you've seen him in movies and stuff, and I've seen his stand-up. I don't know if I remember it being so funny or not, but, hey, he was a working actor, working comedian, so apparently people did find him funny. I'm not trying to, I don't know his stand-up. I don't remember it. But
I don't remember stand up. I do remember him being in different acting roles. He had like small pieces, and I do remember his commercials and stuff like that. Yeah. So definitely rest in peace to him. Then, being I'm a wrestling fan, you know, they had a couple of passings in the wrestling world. First was Virgil. Anybody who remembers Virgil, he was associated with the $1 Million Man in the late 80s, early 90s, I want to say.
When we thought wrestling was real.
When we thought I'm not going to.
You know what?
You can repeat it out loud. You can repeat it out loud.
Virgil's real name was
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Yes, that was his real name.
I will not say wrestling is not real. They put a lot of work into their craft.
It's real to me.
They put a lot of work into their craft, so I can't.
It's real.
I can't knock that. And Virgil was. He was known, like I said, for being with the $1 Million Man, and he was the $1 Million Man's, I guess, slave.
Yeah.
That was the cool thing back in those days, I guess. And then, it built up to him.
I'm just glad I was a kid.
Standing up to the $1 Million Man.
I couldn't watch that shit as an adult.
Nah. And then he stood up to the $1 Million Man in the end.
And he hit him with the $1 Million belt.
And it made him a star, but not like a star. Like he his name was known.
He went from a D to a C level.
Yeah, like it's not like he blew up on the wrestling charts once he made that move, but that's what he's known for. And then another RIP to the great Ole Anderson. The great Ole Anderson. Now I heard he was racist, and I probably believe that and stuff like that, but for
don't shout me out in death, nigga.
But for like what I said, like for what he gave to wrestling, him, Arn Anderson, him being part of Four Horsemen, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, and things of that nature, like one of the pioneers of wrestling. And that's when I really thought wrestling was real. That's like early 80s, maybe late 70s,
I'm glad
early
you finally
80s.
admitted it.
Like I really thought wrestling was
That's
real.
why I said when you thought it was real. When we thought it was real, I thought it was real.
Oh, I'm still
I was thinking the same thing. Like I said, I couldn't watch that shit now as an adult just because you see so much shit.
I mean,
you can't enjoy it anymore.
I enjoy the athletic display, and if it's a good story written, like every now and then
there was so
they
much
might get it right.
Like Slick,
Teddy Long,
Slick, Hakeem, the African Dream, big old white dude.
guy.
It's like I can't enjoy that as an adult, but as a kid you don't understand all that shit.
But
so you
back then, they could push the envelope like that. Like wrestling was just the Wild West back in those days. Now it's kind of a little bit more tame, especially
I don't know.
being
You
at
see those little smaller ones on Instagram, and they be doing them crazy stunts.
Independent wrestling,
independent wrestling.
But that's what you have to do to get recognized, to get into.
Man, that shit is abuse.
Okay, put it like this. The difference, because there's like a couple of different wrestling organizations. There's WWE, and WWE basically has like those larger than life characters. Like they have like real big dudes and stuff like that. Then you have AEW, who has the smaller dudes, but they're the like guys who do the flips and shit like that. Then you have New Japan Wrestling, where it's like brutal, like punching, slapping, like it's really hardcore wrestling. Who that is?
It's
who that is?
Kelli Jo.
Who that is?
Who that is?
Hey,
Who that
we
is?
was waiting on you. We was waiting.
We
on
tried
you.
to wait, but the fans were like, "We want the effing podcast," and we
ain't foreign to the show at all.
What is that?
Goodies.
Well,
Everybody
we should do a review live on air because I want.
Everybody loves goodies. How are you doing?
Goodies.
Great. She's going to be sitting down joining us in a minute. When she sits down, she's just going to be overwhelmed with liquor smell, and I'll explain it to you in a minute why.
Branson tried to. What happened was Branson tried to set himself on fire, so he doused himself in liquor, and we had to fight and struggle the lighter away from him.
It's a heavy liquor smell over here, and I'll explain to you what happened in a little bit. You good, baby?
Oh yeah, no
but
rush.
So like I was saying, that wrestling is my thing. Like I enjoyed the athletics of it, and like I said, the storyline.
My favorite sport. The way they
and
up and down
they done brought The Rock back to wrestling.
Oh yeah, I saw when he was shitting on Arizona in a Twitter clip.
Yeah, they done brought The Rock back to wrestling.
The largest meth head capital in the country, which I believe.
Roman Reigns is the biggest star in wrestling to this date, and he might wind up going down as the biggest star in wrestling, period. Like, because, you know, the eras are different, and this era is going to know.
Bigger than The Rock or Stone Cold.
Right now, Roman Reigns has the record, or he has longer run with the belt than all of the guys you named. The only people who've had a longer run with the belt are Bruno Sammartino, who's like, he had the belt for 5 years. And I think Hulk Hogan had it for maybe 2 years and some change. Everybody else, Roman Reigns has eclipsed whatever their title run was. This dude is really that guy. Mm-hmm. Now, as we wait for Kelli Jo to come on, we could do a quick sports thing. Anything exciting happening in sports? You've been watching the NBA?
I'll be honest. Like I said last week, once that lull period happens after the All-Star, I'm just waiting for the playoffs to start. And I just really haven't been following since the All-Star break. So, I mean, I just haven't been watching sports.
Well, like I said, the Lakers.
But, yeah, I heard about
the Lakers beat the Clippers. The Clippers were up 21 in the fourth. Lakers came back. LeBron looked like LeBron.
Like, didn't he hit 40,000 tonight?
He hit 40,000 tonight, I believe. What else is going on in the association? Wembanyama, yeah. I owe him an apology because we were talking about him in earlier segments. I was like, we just got to see what he.
You were talking about Dion.
You were the only one like, it ain't gonna be big.
I said that I owed him an apology.
Jeez.
I said I owed him an apology.
No, you just need to listen to your homies. We tried to tell you when you said
your homies and your brother,
nigga.
Like I watch basketball.
Always be right.
Jesus Christ!
But the dude is nice. He's
7'4".
But he's nice though.
Than that.
He probably
is.
He's ridiculously tall.
They have him in a picture next to AD. You know, AD like 6'11", 7 foot, and he towered over AD. Like,
sounds about right. That's good.
He's an athletic freak, and what's really surprising to me is he didn't really get hurt this season. Like, so far, knock on wood and stuff like that.
It don't matter at this point.
He's been durable.
He's already won RO. Yeah.
He did whatchamacallit. I won't say he did him dirty the other night, but
Chet?
he didn't do him dirty, but he put in work on Chet the other night.
I don't even know what Chet stats are, but I just know Wemby is Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, Wemby's going to be Rookie of the Year, and he deserves it. He's been nothing short of amazing.
I know. That podcast with Chris Paul and Dwayne Wade when they were talking. You didn't hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Chris Paul was talking about joining with LeBron and D. Wade in Miami back in the day. And
they vetoed that too. Like they vetoed the trade to the Lakers.
They kind of did, but they said one of the things that stopped them was they said, who's going to wear number 3? Because Chris Paul wears 3 and D. Wade wears 3, and neither one wanted to
give up 3.
So they said that was like one of the major reasons
why
that
it didn't happen.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
Oh,
and then they turned to Bosh.
While we're on basketball topics, and I guess this is basketball related.
Yeah,
Steph is his wife's pregnant again.
Yeah,
they have 3 daughters, right?
Don't they have a son?
Do they have a son? I'm not sure, but
Steph Curry has a son.
Well, congratulations to the Curry family.
You got a son.
Oh.
Awesome.
Basketball definitely going to be in that family.
Yeah. There has to be a son. It can't just be girl basketball.
It don't have to be.
Because, look, and this is what I think. I think that if Gianna had went on with basketball, she might have changed. She might have changed the game.
Yeah, he already has a son, man.
Okay. Well, basketball's in his future, but I believe that if Kobe's daughter had went on with basketball, that she possibly could have had a huge impact on women's basketball, a very big one. But that's just what I think, though. I think Caitlin's going to have a big impact as well, but I think Kobe's daughter was going to be even bigger because it was Kobe's daughter, and her fan base was going to be huge already. So I think that's what I thought would have happened. So, ready? Come on, baby.
Yeah. Do we like put intro music on?
Well, ain't no need. I'm coming on up in here. Y'all know these hips and things.
You good?
Yep, I'm in here.
All right, man. What we got?
Hey, y'all. Y'all miss me?
Nope. Yeah,
I did. What we got?
Okay. Oh, you know one thing we needed to talk about sport-wise was Cam Newton.
Oh, see.
Damn, those look quite tasty.
They do. They look really good. You saw the Cam Newton thing?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay, for the people at home, these are some very delicious looking.
The local plug in the building.
Local plug.
See, look, she came through. The local plug definitely gets her shout out.
Delicious treats from the local plug. Oh man, there's some
local plug in the building. Heavy.
Y'all got to see these cakes. Pause.
Okay, I think that is the red velvet.
Okay.
This is the chocolate right here.
What are these?
This is strawberry crunch cake. Those are chocolate chip cookies with Oreos.
They look good.
Yeah.
What's the flavors of the
And then
drinks?
I got
Oh, these are cold.
Rice Krispie treat. Yeah, I had to keep them cold.
What's the flavors?
White. That's about all I can tell you.
Yeah.
It's just, okay, she got drinks too. We don't know what the flavor is. She got drinks. Shout out to the local plug. All right. It's up. It's up. Yeah, it's definitely up.
I'm going to start. Yeah, we're going to do a slight taste test.
Cam Newton this week.
Yes, indeed.
Was holding a camp. And a fight broke out at Cam Newton's.
One thing. She said, please eat responsibly.
When it comes with that warning label, you already know what it is.
Why does every woman tell me that?
That's what she said.
Please eat responsibly.
Well, I'm going to try it out.
Okay, what you think?
About what? The food or Cam Newton?
The cookie.
The cookie is pretty damn good.
On air taste testing.
Oh, sure. Crumble.
Look, the cookie on the table, just like liquor on the table. Just everything on the table. All right, so what did you think of the Cam Newton situation?
It was definitely two grown men or three grown men acting completely out of character. And Cam issued an apology yesterday. But from my understanding, it was the coaches, and he was familiar with these people. And I guess testosterone was
at play.
Yeah.
At fault. Everybody was
started talking too much shit, and they got from talk to physical.
It was a bunch of young dudes, though, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
It
was the coaches.
Oh.
Yeah.
That testosterone be pumping, boy. Football is serious. Mm-hmm. And like you said, Cam did issue an apology and stuff like that. You wouldn't see that at the Manning camp.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't see that at the Manning camp.
You won't see it at any white.
No, you won't.
Cam be taking way too much disrespect.
He does.
And I think it's wrong.
It's definitely not warranted for as good of a player as he was. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think people really understand how good Cam Newton really was on the football field, and he does get a lot of disrespect. Mm-hmm. He does. People talk down on him like he wasn't one of the best quarterbacks of this generation.
Was an MVP quarterback.
Yeah,
Super Bowl. He got to the Super Bowl.
Like, he wasn't one of the best quarterbacks of this generation, like a game changer. Like, a lot of offenses were built around what Carolina did with Cam Newton. Now, unfortunately, they ran Cam Newton into the ground in Carolina as well, but he was super dynamic. and the disrespect definitely is not warranted.
I'm in agreement. And what was the camp? It was 7-on-7, right?
Yeah.
All skilled positions.
And they would get it on tape.
Of course.
And they would get it
Why
on tape.
wouldn't it be on tape? It's a camp.
They would get it on tape.
The most amazing aspect was his hat staying on throughout the entire kerfluffle.
Right. It didn't budge a bit. I said, I want one of them hats.
Yes, that was pretty interesting. Well, whoever sells those hats, yeah, they should have seen enough.
I think that's his his brand.
His line, right?
Yeah, I believe that's his line.
Well, that was some hella promotion right
Yeah,
there.
I believe that's part of his line, though.
That was wonderful. Also, that cookie was pretty damn good.
Dope.
Great.
Now
I
let us know
recommend everybody trying one.
The local plug.
Yeah.
let us know how you feeling like the next 30.
I'm feeling good now.
Okay.
You say eat responsibly.
All right, what's the next topic?
Probably me not eating that much of the cookie in one sitting.
I mean, he ate the whole cookie, like all
That
of it.
shit, like, I only intended to eat half of it, but the shit was so
so
good. I was like, yo, I can't risk having mold grow on this cookie. Let me eat it.
Let me go ahead and finish it
Yeah,
off
let
now.
me finish it off. That was really unintentional, but that cookie was actually good. Even if it wasn't, I would probably still buy it. Yeah, so that's definitely good. Hey, we got to get into Diddy.
Huh?
Take that.
Pause. Yeah. You see how the
Take
local
that,
cookie?
that. The local cookie?
Yeah, the local cookie has
Already.
got me a little bit off. But yeah, we're going to discuss said lawsuit against one Sean Diddy Combs. You got me talking all proper. Okay, so February 27th, Sean P. Diddy Combs was sued by producer Rodney Little Rod Jones. He filed a $30 million civil suit against Diddy. Little Rod. Well, Little Rod filed a $30 million.
Turned childish on thing.
Little Rod.
Come on, man. Little Rod. His name is Little Rod.
Little Rod.
Rodney Little Rod Jones filed a $30 million civil suit against Diddy, alleging the hip-hop mogul of sexual misconduct and a host of other illegal activities. And this is Diddy's fifth lawsuit since Cassie. So that's 5 new lawsuits. So Cassie kind of opened up the gateway for all these Diddy lawsuits, and now niggas stepping up. Like, yep, me too.
Yep.
He's me too, like the
So
movement.
the dude saying that Diddy sexually assaulted him. Is
So
that
he's
what
basically saying like,
is that what he's saying? Like, I want to make sure I understand. I want to make sure I understand this right. He's not saying I saw him commit sexual assault. He's saying that he was a victim of sexual assault.
Yes.
Did I get this right?
you are correct.
Okay,
He is accusing Diddy
Didn't
of all.
want any of the audience not to follow along. I want everybody to understand.
He's accusing Diddy of diddling him. He says that he was working on Diddy's last album, aptly titled The Love Album. He was subject to mistreatment by Combs, including the Bad Boy Records founders it says Diddy fondled this dude's genitals, allegedly, and sexually coerced him in various manners, and holding parties where underage girls were in attendance.
Ooh.
He also accused Combs of brandishing guns, bragging about getting away with shooting people, and boasting about his powerful connections in a threatening manner.
Ooh.
And Little Rod alleges that when he told Combs Enterprise chief of staff about Combs' action, he was told, Sean will be Sean. What? And there's more from the lawsuit. There was a gay porn star that claims there are video stills purported to be of him, but they were said to be of producer Stevie J. So yeah, Diddy was showing naked pictures.
Hold on, time out, because see, I'm confused. Like you said that so fast, like I got confused.
Okay, so basically, Diddy said, this dude says, well, hold on, let me finish reading this. Okay, so Basically, they are accusing Diddy of showing naked photos of Stevie J, the producer.
Okay.
But it turns out it wasn't Stevie J. It was an adult film star. An adult gay film star came forward and said
those were pictures of him, not Stevie J.
But that's what the dude suing Diddy.
Not Stevie, not DB.
Yeah,
that's a lot going on, boy.
Yeah.
This is Diddy has a lot going on.
Bad boy, it's bad boy.
And that's not even all that Diddy has been related to and stuff like that, because other names have gotten drug into it. Of course, your boy, you know who I'll get ready to bring up, Akademiks.
Oh yeah,
you know Akademiks done aired out the claim that.
Oh yeah, with Meek Mill.
Yeah, with Meek Mill being involved with this.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, it's the entertainment industry.
I hope somebody
Everybody
snuffs.
doing
I hope
something to somebody.
snuffs
This
that
stuff
nigga,
is.
dog.
he didn't have all that energy for Saucy Santana.
That's my point.
He didn't have all that
Of course
energy for
not.
Saucy Santana, but now he got so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
So Diddy's attorney responded to the claims and said, "Little Rod is nothing more than a liar." And he's looking for an undeserved payday. And he's recklessly name-dropping about events that are pure fiction or simply did not happen. Because that Stevie J one kind of fucks up his credibility. He was saying, Diddy showed me naked pictures of Stevie J.
And in fact, it wasn't Stevie J. So, yeah, your credibility shot off at just that lie right there.
Yeah.
Say Stevie too.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's a lot. And Jones also claims that Combs said he had sex with musician Meek Mill and Usher.
Well, you know how Usher be acting anyway when he's around.
I'm pretty sure Usher goes both ways.
I'm not going to level these type because that's the easiest way to demean black guys, to be you call them gay, and then
But
it's a lot of stuff with Diddy going on.
Everything can't be a lie. You know, and that's my whole thing. It's so much
Where
going
there's
on,
smoke,
so
there's fire.
many people saying different shit. Everything can't be a
But
lie.
there is one positive. Meek wasn't accused of any misconduct. It's just some breaking and entering.
I mean, for me, it's hard to believe.
I get it.
For me, it's hard not to believe that Puffy doesn't suffer from God complex.
Yeah.
For me, it'd be kind of hard not to imagine.
But there's two sides to this. How much of that is true and how much of this is a guy looking for a payday? And it's the same thing with Cassie.
I mean, you have to siphon through what all the allegations that have been levied against.
There's so many. It's like ciphering through it. That's gonna take forever. Because as soon as you cipher through it and get something, somebody else coming with something else. So I don't think it's.
And at the end of the day, Puffy just paying out legal fees, just legal fees, fees.
Take that million, take that.
Super legal fees everywhere.
Puffy got a lot going on. Like, my boy might be in some trouble. He very well might be in some trouble.
I'm telling you, they're still trying to I'm assuming they're
Put
trying
together
to
a case.
put a RICO on his ass.
He might be in some trouble. I ain't gonna lie about that.
But on the other side, Meek has denied the accusations, and he's been earning his nickname of Twitter Fingers. He's been on Twitter heavy, denying allegations, talking shit, going at anybody accused.
Sometimes you just have to you don't respond back to it. If it's not bullshit, you don't respond back to it. And he has been responding back to it very heavily.
He's
but like
been
I
getting
said,
into it with Akademiks.
I just
But
don't.
everybody
like
get into
Akademiks.
it.
I just don't.
Yeah,
like
but this time it's Meek kind of.
Even though he did call my boy Spready Gibbs, though.
That was funny. And to be fair, Freddie earned that name.
That was funny.
Freddie earned that name.
I can't even front. That was funny.
But yeah, Meek Mill and Akademiks are beefing and trading insults back and forth. Of course, Meek Mill is talking, he's talking that kind of death stuff. He said, "I'll die to shut you down." That's what he told DJ Akademiks.
I mean, but hasn't he hurled the ultimate insult?
Fuck that. Fuck all that. Get that same energy with Saucy.
Exactly.
I said that earlier.
Get that same and keep that same energy with Saucy.
You ain't coming back as Saucy like that. You see what I'm saying? You going at me.
Pause. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to fight a nigga named Saucy either.
Look.
His name is Saucy.
His nails be off his chain. They be looking good, too.
Saucy wants to fight. That's a
I
scary.
don't want that sauce with saucy.
That's a scary notion. Hey, Saucy's looking for you.
Nigga, that's the same as Omar coming to see.
Omar coming.
Saucy's coming, nigga.
Saucy looking for you.
Yeah, so that was. What's gonna happen between Akademiks and Meek Mill?
Nothing. You
They're
don't
gonna do a whole bunch of talking.
Nothing. When you have security and all that, because both of these men have big security teams. So what's going to happen when they see each other? Not a damn thing.
The security.
They're going to yell at each other, point, call each other a couple of bad names, and they're going to be ushered away. That's it. Now, if there was a security involved, that'd be more.
Tell
interesting.
Akademiks to go to Philly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Ak
He
was
ain't going
cracking
to
the jokes on him and got him a couple times. That was funny.
Yeah, that's all he does is try and crack jokes.
And then when somebody say something to him like saucy,
But everybody don't find them jokes that you cracking funny.
I do.
Everybody don't find them jokes funny.
Oh no, I agree.
So,
well, Meek Mill put himself out there sometimes. He writes a lot of dumb shit on the internet.
And
every week he's getting clowned,
that's very much true. But do you have to be the one to point it out and stuff like that?
So who else is if it's not Ak?
It's a lot of bloggers out here. It's a lot of bloggers out here that will do anything to get a story. So
that is correct. Interesting. Well, we hope there are black men that can work it out because
I just don't see this getting worked out. After you called me gay, there's no we can't be friends.
Well,
maybe he's the one. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to throw it off on everybody else.
Can you be friends with a guy that has accused you of being gay and stuff like that? Like,
I can't.
You can't. Nah, you can't. There's certain lines you just can't go back.
You can't
go back on. Like you can't come back from that. Like friendships there's no friendship that can come from that. The only thing is we see each other, don't talk, stuff like that, but it's never cool ever.
Well, that leads into our next topic between Corey Holcomb and Godfrey, because they had a little back and forth Tuesday during Corey Holcomb's 5150 podcast. And me and Branson took time before the podcast to review the video. So basically, for those that don't know, Corey Holcomb originally was going back and forth with Donnell Rawlings 2 weeks ago because Donnell Rawlings interrupted Corey's set during the Laugh Factory and just basically tried to stick up for himself and Dave Chappelle, because Corey has been criticizing Dave Chappelle and Donnell Rawlings. That led to podcasts such as us and everybody else talking about it, and Godfrey decided to talk about it on his podcast. For those not familiar, Godfrey and Corey Holcomb have been friends for over 30-plus years. They started their comedy career together in Chicago, so they've been tight through it all. So anyway, Godfrey comments on the beef between Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rawlings, and disagree with Corey on Donnell being funny. Corey took it to heart, you could say.
Corey did take that shit to heart. He was hurt. Yeah, I mean,
his feelings was hurt. Like,
and that's
you my
cool.
Homie, you ain't supposed to say that shit about me.
But if I'm your friend, I can give you my honest opinion. And you respect it, regardless if you don't like it. You respect it. He said, I thought dude was funny, and there was a couple of people who said that they thought that Donnell Rawlings was funny. Now he did say that he was ugly.
Everybody
agreed that he was ugly, but when it came to him being a funny comedian,
that's when you got pushed back.
They said that he was funny.
Yeah, so that led to Corey talking about Godfrey possibly being gay during the 5150 podcast when he was broadcasting live. So while Corey was broadcasting live, Godfrey was doing his podcast live, and Godfrey got word through the grapevine that Corey was talking about him live. So Godfrey decided to call Corey's phone live during the show. And that's when they had a conversation on both their podcasts. So they were going back and forth about what happened, and Corey was accusing Godfrey originally of having a gay white roommate, but Corey was mistaken. It was apparently a gay white friend of Godfrey's who came out later, years later, and then Corey pushed it a little further and started talking about Godfrey's role in Soul Plane as gay man.
Because Godfrey said he had never taken any gay roles
or doesn't read for gay roles.
If you're a man and you're secure in your sexuality, it shouldn't matter who you friends with, or if they decide to come out later in life, it shouldn't be a joke about it.
But not even that. Like, maybe I'm to the point now with a man putting on a dress. Are they paying? If they're cutting a check and you're secure in your sexuality, after a certain age, certain things you got into acting to act.
I would
right
never
or wrong.
co-sign a nigga putting on a dress.
I'm not going to co-sign it, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, if they cut a check for him to do it and it pays bills and stuff like that, what is?
I understand
it's an honest day's work.
I understand they got to eat, but I also understand that it's not necessarily the right way. You know why? Because in the 90s, it wasn't a bad thing because only the real funny comedians did it in the 90s, like Martin, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock. Who else? Jamie Foxx.
Wesley Snipes did it.
Yeah. So it was like the top tier talent did drag. And I think now it's kind of cheapened because now a bunch of nobodies do it. And
but
they don't do
I
it
think
as
we
good.
made it such a big deal in our community now that it's black men who put on dresses, stuff like that. But
it's not just black men though. It's all
mainly
men, really.
But,
when it
but
comes to acting.
they like because we're black, they put the onus on the black man. I'm like, you know how much they probably paid Wesley to put that dress on and stuff like that. Like, these people are people with careers that are trying to achieve things. Now, like you say, it might cheapen it. Possibly,
well,
but
ask yourself this: why does Tyler Perry still put the dress on?
He still got a character role.
He's got a fan base that follows that follows this. Like
they
he
follow
built
movies without the dress too,
and that's
but
cool.
The ones that with the dress is funny. It's the character.
He's captured a broader audience. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's captured a broader audience. Okay, the ones I didn't catch with the dress, I'll catch without the dress. Like, he's captured a broader audience. I'm to the point now where I don't knock these men for doing things that will enrich in their lives at the end of the day and put food on the table for their families and things like that.
Well, that means you'll let anything. You'll be cool with anything.
That's not true.
Right.
That's not true. That's not true.
So someone put on a dress, but you ain't bending me over. It's a difference.
It's a big difference between me putting on the dress and, like you say, get bent over. Like, it's a huge difference.
I don't co-sign niggas putting dresses on. Not straight, man. If you gay, hey. If you Billy Porter, fine. Go for it.
I say, look, I give you $2 million to wear this dress.
I couldn't do it.
For 30 minutes.
I couldn't do it. If I'm in a position to get $2 million from wearing a dress, and I'm in a position to get him $1 million for not wearing a dress, or 1.5, I always think about.
That's a way to look at
when
it.
People present opportunities like that on Facebook. Like, who would you rather do, her or her? And you're like, damn, I'm in a position to fuck either of these women. Life is good. I wouldn't go wrong with either one. That's why I can't do those would you rather scenarios people be putting on Facebook.
Rihanna or Ashanti.
Yeah. Who would you rather have, Rihanna or Ashanti? I'm like, life is good if I have to. These are the women I get to pick from.
I'm gonna be trying to choose all day. Like
I can't even choose.
You can't choose.
I'll be like, yeah, I'll put y'all on the back burner and just call y'all once I fuck it up with this 6 or 7.
Let me play a couple of games of Call of Duty and think on it.
I get to choose between Rihanna and Ashanti. It's like that conversation we had last week. There was some comments on it too on our YouTube page in regards to Meg Thee Stallion being the finest woman in the history of hip hop, and one nigga was like, "What about Eve?" And I'm like, I could put 10 females.
And not knocking Eve, because Eve was definitely a very attractive woman.
I'm not saying she's ugly,
but there are
can't
some
put
better
Eve
looking.
above Nicki, Meg. What about Cardi?
I'm not really too.
I'll put Eve
that
above
like
Cardi
that.
in the looks department because at least Eve was natural.
Huh? I don't think. To me, and I don't want anybody. To me, I don't see Cardi as that pretty.
I don't either. But
She's not like, oh, she's just dropped
She has
that.
a very
Like,
unique look.
yeah, it's just her.
But it's not ugly either.
It's just who. It's her. Her is what sells her. I don't think she's dropped that gorgeous. I don't think she's ugly either. You know, I think she's pretty. I'll put other women ahead of her.
What I like about Carly and Megan and women like that is they're not afraid to go on camera without their makeup.
who? Cardi?
Yeah, Cardi
I've seen
or
Cardi.
Megan. They don't, they don't have a problem going on camera without their makeup.
I mean, you got to be
but
real
you have
sometimes.
a lot of, you have a lot of artists
You
that won't
can't-
even step out and go to the mailbox without their makeup.
But
So that's
Cardi
what makes
goes
them-
live. You can't fucking have a makeup artist always on call every time you want to go
That's
live.
what I'm
Cardi
saying.
do
She
be
don't
going
mind.
live like
She
that.
don't mind.
Cardi go live taking a shit.
Probably. That's my
That's gross.
I love it. No filter.
I wouldn't want to do that.
And then the people
But
that watch,
that's
take
what
a shit too,
that's
if
what
she
that's what
did.
some of her audience looks
Yeah,
for. You
'cause she
cater
real.
to your
That's real
audience.
shit, like
Sometimes you want to take a shit and then go live.
I mean,
wait
on your
till you're
mind when you're on the
done.
toilet. You couldn't wait. You had to let that shit be known right
I
now. with
don't
the
want
shit.
to go live on the toilet. I need to concentrate. Yeah. And plus, if I'm going live, I can't play my video game.
I wish my dad had
My
that
phone.
train of thought growing up.
What?
Like, I don't want to talk to you while I'm on the toilet. Nah, he didn't have that train of thought.
Oh, no,
If he
he
wanted
wanna
to
hold a
talk,
conversation.
if he wanted to have a conversation during while he's
He
on
be,
the,
he be straining and shit.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah. Say, boy, look at me.
Look. Shout out to one of the realest ones. I'm like,
He
yo.
said, y'all messing up in school.
So it's not that. It wouldn't be
Y'all know
the.
better than that shit.
It wouldn't be the first time I see somebody on the toilet having a conversation. It would not be the first time. I wouldn't be surprised or shocked in the slightest.
Yo, that's crazy.
Hey,
How you feeling, Dub?
I'm feeling fine. That's crazy because my dad didn't do that. He just yelled like, yo, give me some toilet paper.
nah.
Y'all have full-grown conversations with your dad while he's on the
This nigga would call us in the back. It don't matter. Like if we had fucked up,
like
and he
Friday.
thought, nigga, to the
Oh,
T,
no.
to the like. If we had fucked up and he thought about it right then and there, nigga. Hey,
Nah.
Look, my
bring
dad.
your ass here.
My dad,
No.
one of the realest ones
That's why
ever. Like,
y'all be like, that's why.
so what you
so we-
consider crazy?
That's why I be like, nigga. A lot of these niggas is soft, yo.
Okay, like
Or else I'm just mentally, I'm
Like,
mentally
I've been-
scarred for life, yo. Like I'm just numb.
traumatic. Like
I've
the
been traumatized
trauma's
since
just
I was
so-
since I was a child. So a lot of
Did he yell at you?
What?
what?
It wasn't like a quiet conversation.
Nigga, my nigga was a fucking drill sergeant in the
I
army,
know.
nigga. What do you mean that he?
My dad.
did
Was,
he
my dad
yell?
was the realest.
The fuck?
Will you
Nigga,
make y'all
like, I
drop
try to
down
remind
and give
people
him 10
now.
in the bathroom?
This pop nigga, I don't know him like that. He's cool as fuck. He's funny. He got jokes and everything. I know
Yeah.
Rock.
He's like,
I grew up with Rock. I ain't grow up with Pop. Pop cool as hell. Pop make a nigga laugh and everything.
I know.
Shout out
Rock.
to Rock. I talked to Rock earlier
Nigga, I
this
be
week.
Rock. We used to run from Rock,
understand.
nigga.
I saw the transition
Shit.
with my dad from parent to grandparent, so I understand. I'm just tripping off him bringing
Look.
Did he give y'all a courtesy flush?
Look.
Y'all selling all this.
Y'all gonna smell this shit.
Bet you act right next time.
Growing up with a dad in the military, anybody who knows this knows it's different. Especially if he's drill sergeant, it's different. He don't care. And then you talk about my dad went to the war too and stuff like that. He don't care.
Vietnam?
He don't care.
No, he went to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know,
No fucks.
given. Like he
None of
don't
them.
care. Like he don't
That's
care.
why I do. A lot niggas be so sensitive.
A lot of stuff doesn't rub us. A lot of stuff doesn't rub us like that because growing
don't
up with
have
my
that
dad,
on.
it's like
PTSD?
Yes.
what? Like yes.
And I don't even know if it's PTSD, nigga. That was just life, nigga. Like that was the norm to me, dog. Shit.
Damn. That's wild.
what you consider wild is just regular.
No, that's
shit to
normal.
us. Like,
Regular shit.
just regular shit. Literally regular shit. Regular shit to us,
Literally
man.
regular
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's hilarious to me.
It is funny.
I'm glad our trauma is funny to you. I appreciate it.
I didn't know it was. Damn, how bad was the smell? You said it's traumatic.
He be spraying the thick shit. The little hairbrush you guys.
Look, we used to have the little renews it cones
Yeah.
in there, and he would still have the glaze spray, nigga. Like that shit wouldn't matter.
Just flush it, and you wouldn't have to do all that.
You talking about the old head, nigga?
I
The
know,
military,
but
nigga.
still.
He probably didn't even smell that shit.
Oh,
Then you talking about a dude who grew up with an outhouse. Boy, stop.
know,
You
we used to
playing.
shit in the outhouse,
You
man.
playing.
Fuck.
Like, yeah, like you talking
We would go
about
to
a
my
man who
great-grandma
grew
house,
up
we go to the Sally house, and
using
shit.
the outhouse, not an
And we was shitting in the
indoor
pot, nigga,
toilet,
pen, you
an
know, pop the shit in the window
outhouse.
to throw it out of there. We was in the
That literally.
outhouse.
So
Oh, no.
your
Yeah,
no
nigga,
fucks
G
given
shit.
is
That's
on
country.
like
Yeah, that's-
yes,
that's- yeah.
yes.
that's not good in the 80s.
Doesn't matter.
Indoor plumbing should have existed in
Look.
the 80s.
It did, but you have
but
your older folks that still want to live
especially
the way
in the
they used to
country,
live in the country. Yeah.
boy, come on, boy,
Sticks,
look.
nigga. Sticks.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you
I
some
wouldn't know.
stories,
My grandma
man.
lived in the city.
Nigga, we used to play with ants, nigga.
I played with ants. I played
I
with
was with
ants.
chickens. I
Ants
played
and
with
fucking
You get the
straight
red ants,
off.
the ones that will bite you.
Yeah, nigga, ants and straight off.
Or
nigga.
or like the most traumatic experience I can remember in the country was sand spurs.
Sand spurs.
Yeah, if you didn't know
Is
about
that
it.
little thing with all the legs?
Yeah,
on it?
with the
It's
little
that
pricks.
No,
and
the
stuff.
little pricks.
The little
Little
pricks on it.
pricklies.
It's like
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
and
I
you
know.
get caught up in one of those and they be
They-
all on your
yeah, they
sock and
hurt.
stuff. What?
Yeah,
What's
those things hurt.
traumatizing?
Yeah.
Between red ants and damn sand
They
spurs.
look like gumballs, but
Yeah.
they're smaller and they're sharper.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it moving and get into some more serious news. Well, I guess it's good since it's already done, but 2 men were convicted and found guilty of the murder of Jam Master Jay all the way back in February 27, 2002. Oh, wait. They were convicted in February 27th regarding the 2002 murder. So, yeah, basically what
It
happened.
was his godson?
One of them was
Oh, wow.
Ronald
For
Washington.
that long.
Ronald Washington and Carl Jordan Jr. were both convicted and found guilty in Brooklyn for the and one of them was Jay's godson Jordan.
That's
How
fucked
can you
up.
walk around with that on your
Some people don't
on
have-
your
no, some
like
people don't have
that
hearts, some
is
people don't have
crazy. Like
There's a lot of people walking around right now. that
Didn't he
did some
die
real
over a
fucked up
drug
shit.
deal?
that's what the allegedly
20 years to life in prison is what they faced. Both men were arrested in 2020 and pled not guilty.
well
Damn, that murder is 22 years old.
Wow.
so hold on. The only murder that hasn't been solved yet is
Biggie,
Big.
Tupac.
no. Remember they locked old boy up for
That
pot
don't
murder.
mean they still,
No, but
No,
I'm saying that they've had somebody arrested for Tupac's murder. They've had somebody arrested for Jam Master Jay's murder. They have not had anybody arrested for Biggie's murder.
I wonder why that is.
Oh, I'm sure they eventually they'll put a name to
I
it
wonder
just
what name
to
that will be.
just to close it.
We all know the answer to this.
Just to
but
close the case, they'll put a name to it because you don't want that to be like one of your biggest unsolved crimes of the century. Who killed Biggie Smalls? That's one of the biggest crimes of the century.
Yeah, and it seems like everybody saw who shot Pac, but don't want to say nothing because it was on the Las Vegas Strip.
Everybody out there saw who shot him. Everybody. But like you say, ain't nobody want to say nothing.
Yeah, you don't want those problems. Yeah, but anyway, regarding Jam Master Jay, it was said he was killed after he acquired 10 kilos of coke from the Midwest and was going to negotiate a drug deal worth $200,000. Both Jordan and Washington were brought in on the deal, but after a disagreement, they were cut out, which led to them plotting to kill
What
them.
my boy said, is that 14 keys right there?
It was a 4-week trial, and many people were shocked about the details. Of course, everybody was surprised Jam Master Jay led a double life. That made me wonder how. I thought Run DMC
You
was
weren't
getting
making
money.
were they getting the money they deserved?
Of course not. They
Okay,
were
then.
old school rappers.
Okay, then. So, and I mean, how do black people know to flip their money quicker? What's the quickest way black people know to flip our money?
Cryptocurrency.
Wrong.
Well,
Wrong. We
Get a pack.
Get a pack. That's
a pack and flip that.
The quickest way we know to flip our money is to go get some work.
Mm-hmm.
So is it surprising? Kind of, but no. You trying to flip your money. You ain't getting the money you deserve back then. You'd be surprised who was dealing drugs that got away with it, that that were dealing and got away with it, and you never knew.
a lot of the New York rappers and stuff anyway. I mean, that's everywhere up and down the coast, but that's what it was. A lot of them came in the game off the street.
And then, like you say, you think about how these boys were living back in the 90s and stuff like that, and you like, that's all rap money. Hell no, they weren't getting paid like that. Them boys were in the streets.
Okay, so it basically says Jam Master Jay took care of a lot of people. He was struggling financially, which is why he got into the drug game. He was doing it to help support his family because he had a lot of people depending on him. And despite doing that, he was still doing this thing in the music business. And he started in the last 4 years of his life being a middleman between cocaine dealers. He was a middleman. So he spent a lot of time getting his money that way. So unfortunately, that played a major part in his demise. But,
Cutting records and cutting dope.
yeah. But basically, he was killed for, just basically being cut out or cutting those two people out of
The money.
drug deal.
Yeah.
And probably still would have looked out if it was a guy's son. Or, still would have made sure you were
You know how
good.
people are irrational, though.
Yeah,
And
people just don't think they stupid.
people get really irrational when they see money and they're not going to get what they think they are just entitled to and stuff like that. Yeah. It's a sad story. And then your godson, man, come on.
That's very bad. Bad. Okay. Well, we're glad it's done. I just don't think Jam Master Jay should have died, especially not over 200,000. I'm pretty sure if he lived, he would have made millions.
Yeah.
Right now, Run DMC would have been crazy big.
Yeah.
Like right now, they
All
would have
them
been stupid
50
big. Yeah, they would have
50
been
anniversaries?
stupid big.
Yeah. So, Jam Master Jay would have been all right had he lived. I personally believe that. But anyway, we're going to get local. Focus on the city of Raleigh because something happened major this week
Yeah.
for St. Aug University here in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you have not heard, St. Aug University lost its accreditation this week by the Southern Association of Colleges and School Boards of Trustees. So they had been on probation by this committee since December to try and get their shit right. But St. Aug has had a problem getting their shit right. So they've lost their accreditation partly
See,
because of
this affects me differently because I know one of the kids that goes to St. Aug that's a senior, getting ready to graduate, and how awful of a time for this to happen for him.
Yeah, that's pretty
he's getting ready to
terrible.
graduate, and he was getting ready to go on to another, school for his master's. But now you take away all those credits.
Yeah.
That means anything they went to school for, that it doesn't matter
it's
anymore.
It's all for naught.
And it's sad because St. Aug is a very old historic school.
Yeah.
Very old historic school.
And they put the work in to get this stuff done, so it's definitely not fair. It's definitely not fair at all.
So yeah, basically, students' financial. One major concern for students is financial aid because students at school that are not accredited are students who go to schools that are not accredited are not eligible to receive financial aid, and 85% of St. Aug's student body is receiving financial aid. So that's going to cause major problems.
I just hope they get I hope they get their accreditation back. I really do, because this puts a monkey wrench in a lot of kids' lives. This really throws a big obstacle in front of a lot of these kids who've been doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
been
it
doing the
affects
right
a lot
thing.
of children, and that's not cool.
Nah, that's not cool at all.
They're also facing payroll issues because since February 9th, some employees have not been paid.
Now that I do know, because I do know people that work out there, and
Are they still going to work?
I know she.
I mean,
did.
but-
I know she quit. She was like, she ain't getting her money. She ain't about to keep.
But I mean, the problem is with these schools is your alumni aren't big. Like you don't have any alumni with any money, any real money. Like how these PWIs have these alumni with
Who's rich?
big
that went to
money.
St. Aug?
That's what I'm saying. What alumnus you got from St. Aug that's balling like that can come and save you? Like,
Lords of the Underground. Didn't they go to St. Aug? Or was it Shaw?
I think they went to Shaw.
Oh, okay.
I think,
What about Black Sheep? Didn't somebody go to? Somebody went to St. Aug.
everybody I can think of with the Shaw, the dude that played basketball with the Shaw,
Ronald Murray.
yeah, like he went, like everybody I'm thinking of with the Shaw. But still, shout out St. Aug, and I hope y'all get that situated.
It definitely needs to, happen.
Dub is a funny dude, though. What did you say, Dub? On a post on Facebook, somebody said, "What does it mean that St. Aug lost its accreditation?" What was your reply?
Oh, I said that means Shaw won. That's pretty much what it means. There was a rival, and Shaw basically kicked.
I thought
Shaw's
that
ass.
was funny. I found humor in that. Not that it should have been humorous, but that
I'm
was
gonna
kind
keep
of
it real. I've never liked St. Aug like that. I've never had like an issue with the school. But my freshman year at Central, one of my homies brought a chick from from St. Aug back to Chidley, and she burned him. And ever since then, I
You've
thought,
had a thing against chicks for St. Aug.
yeah, and I just thought St. Aug should lose accreditation for that.
You know what? That's fucked up. One coochie.
Yeah, that coochie represented St. Aug.
Trauma, early life trauma.
Her vagina is why that school lost its accreditation.
Well, I hope they get it fixed, because like I said, it really hinders a lot of these kids who've been doing the right thing and stuff like that, and it's definitely not right.
Yeah, St. Aug is deep in that, boy. It's looking real bad.
When you reach this point here, sometimes it's the point of no return. But like I say, I hope they can get this fixed, because there's a lot of kids who need this.
Okay, so this was interesting. Wendy's actually had to come out. Hold on, they denied it now.
Oh, they're denying what they said.
Yeah, so earlier this week, Wendy's said it was going to use surge pricing, which was
their prices go up.
yeah, basically it's like Uber, where certain times of the day the price for menu items will go up versus other times when they'll be at their normal price or lower. So lots of people gave it feedback, and Wendy's responded saying it was not going to be using.
People said you out your
price surge.
motherfucking mind. That's what they was like. So hold on, it's 99 cents at 12, but
250.
like nah, like that's not gonna work.
We go for the $5 bags.
Yeah.
So you mean my $5 bag that'll be
So
$9?
your 4 for 4 is gonna be 5 for 5 or 6 for 5.
Capitalism at its finest. Like people just be like, we charge you anything, and you're going to pay it. Are you going to pay it? We're going to mark it up. Are you going to pay it? There's going to be some people that'll be like, fuck it, whatever. I'm hungry. Like, just give it to me.
So yeah,
I ain't
basically,
even about to go through the drive-through between the hours of 11. What is it? 11.
Whatever the surge hours are now. I ain't
11
seeing
to 2,
them.
3. I catch you late night.
so yeah, it sounds basically like Wendy's was about to start this shit, and then the feedback was so against it that they had to come out and deny it. It said it was misconstrued in some media reports as an intent to raise prices when demand is at the highest at its restaurants. However, digital menu boards could allow us to change the menu offerings at different times of the day, particularly the slower times. That's what they said. So they're saying we could have done it, but we weren't going to do it.
I saw
That's what they
somewhere
said.
that
They were walking it back.
yeah, Burger King was gonna give out free burgers.
They have to. Burger King is not good. I like Burger King.
I will say
burgers,
this.
but
I will
the
say
quality
this.
drop. Yes.
Arby's, Hardee's, and Burger King, I think are dying slow deaths. McDonald's not so much, but Burger King used to be. I used to love Burger King. I don't eat it no more. Don't even go over there.
Burger King used to be a delicacy back in the 90s. Remember the
Well,
Burger King Kids
see,
Club?
Well, I tell the kids back when we were growing up back in the 90s, these places were good.
Yeah.
Like these places were worth going
McDonald's
to.
was my favorite.
Yes,
back
like
in the day. I
these
had
places
birthday
were.
parties at McDonald's. Remember that, all that type of stuff.
They filled you up, and the food was quality to us. Like
Burgers was 60-something cents.
you go in there with $5 and be full but now it's like you get less food and pay more money.
And then your stomach be bubbling and shit.
And the food's not as good.
Yeah, the quality of fast food has dropped tremendously.
If you want to take a good shit, get you a
Across the
McDonald's burger or
board.
some Taco Bell. It's
Across
over.
the board, it's no place that has the same quality of food they used to. All across the board, it is dropped.
What about Five Guys?
They're expensive as fuck.
Well, I know, but has the quality dropped? Burger King is expensive as fuck.
Five Guys is to me relatively new still. Like they've been out for a while, but compared to the big boys, like
You know something? I haven't had Burger King well over, it's been about 7-8 years.
yeah, Burger King doesn't even entice me no more.
You know why? Because Burger King was the spot near Smoking Grooves, and if I didn't get something to eat when Smoking Grooves was open, I'd stop at that Burger King.
The one on Cap?
No, the one right there on Wake Forest.
Forest.
Oh, okay.
Wake
But I
Forest
used to
and
want it.
Brentwood.
The one on Cap always would be closed at 7:00 in the
I wouldn't go to that.
It'd be 7 p.m. and the one it'd be closed. So
You know
you'd
what's
be like,
strange? The only reason I even get a chance to eat Burger King, I got kids.
Yeah, I
That'd
haven't
be
ate Burger King.
That should be open randomly. I've been to McDonald's, Burger King,
what
Wendy's,
is the quality of
Bojangles,
Burger King?
Chick-fil-A. Huh?
What is the quality of Burger King right now? Since I'm pretty sure you're probably the only person in the room that's.
I
had
think
it.
it's
Oh,
trash.
I fuck with Burger King too. That's like, where
I think it's
stay
trash.
at anyways. Burger King, Hardee's.
Whoppers.
But it serves its purpose. Man, them shits are trash now, too.
Whoppers used to be
used to be
so
amazing.
good.
I mean,
They used to
mouth-watering,
be
like-
so good. The thing fall apart now. It didn't used to fall apart like that. Like Whoppers.
Now, the only thing I fuck with from Burger King is the Sunday Hershey Sunday.
Hershey pie. They got that Hershey pie still. I like that, but
Even Hardee's ain't
Motherfucking
good no more.
ices like that. Y'all better get your.
Oh, they do ices at Burger. I see. That's how far long I haven't been at Burger King.
But it's
I didn't
just-
even know they do ices.
it's
That
too-
should be broke like the ice cream machine at McDonald's.
Oh,
Burger King just they've lost that appeal they used to have. Like
I know absolutely nothing about Burger King.
Like I won't eat Hardee's unless it's like the chicken.
Hardee's.
My neck
Hardee's
of the
used
woods,
to be
we got
banging,
fried chicken.
too.
You
Hardee's,
say,
yeah.
they have
Woo.
fried chicken.
How
In my
is
neck of the
Hardee's
woods,
fried
they have
chicken?
fried chicken. So I go get me
yeah,
a
they
fried
don't do
chicken.
that at every Hardee's. Like I remember the Hardee's growing up in Columbia, boy, they used to have the chicken, and you go get that box.
Hardee's used to be on New Bern Avenue where the Popeyes sit at. They used to serve the chicken.
They-
The chicken was banging. Still is. Chicken is still good, but everything else, I can't mess with it.
I like Popeyes.
I don't even know. Hardee's chicken is good.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it better than Popeyes?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I do.
Popeyes is good. Hardee's is good too, though.
Now,
Like,
Hardee's
Hardee's
chicken.
good too.
But
Not all Hardee's have fried chicken, so the ones that do, that chicken be banging something in the grease.
that was
I
back
don't know.
when, and that was back
You're telling
when
me right now Hardee's has better fried chicken than Popeyes?
I think so. My opinion.
you just got to find a Hardee's that sells chicken.
Right.
You said
that's
they
the
do.
thing.
They
My
sell about.
neighborhood, both
Okay.
of them. I got 2 Hardee's in my area, and both of them serve fried chicken. And you know you can't find Hardee's that have chicken like that no more.
Nah, not like that. What else we got? BBS.
Okay, there was some news on Normani, you know, the big pop singer. She's been outed as a part-time Uber driver.
Okay.
People are hilarious to me.
So?
People are hilarious to me. Like, so this girl works a little bit for some more money to add on to whatever bank she's getting.
People think just because you become a celebrity that you don't have to do other things. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have a regular life too and still live, you know what I'm saying? Live your celebrity life and have a regular life. Get your little regular job. Do some Uber, DoorDash, whatever. That's up to you. That's your extra money.
That
your
just
income.
lets you
Nobody
know
worry
how
about
quick
your
people
pockets.
judge people. Just for the most randomest of things.
And the ones that probably judging probably drive for Uber too. They don't have nothing else going on besides Uber.
Besides Uber.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people be killing me with that.
You know why? Because Normani's fine. She shouldn't have to.
It don't matter how
Then
fine
that
you
mean
is.
then that
Maybe
means she
wanna
get
make her own
look.
money.
Then
She
that
don't
mean
wanna-
them Uber tips is really
know,
nice. Then if
exactly.
she look like that, like
Oh, you're not money? Oh, let me tip you extra. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
Would they rather she have an OnlyFans?
Yeah, I
yeah,
would.
Probably. Probably.
What? She can go toe to toe with Rachel Dolezal.
Oh.
That's the standard for OnlyFans in terms of
Yes, it is.
adult.
yes, it is.
Yeah, so Rachel Dolezal's. We've been promoting that shit for like 3 weeks now.
But there's nothing wrong with this young lady
Yeah.
doing a little
No
Ubering
mind.
outside of her pop life or whatever. Like
It
people
just
is
goes to
corny.
let you know she's not selling ass.
And she wants to live a normal life. She don't take her career.
Her morals are high right now.
You don't know that. She could be Uber.
You just said she
delivering
wasn't selling ass.
She could be delivering blowjobs door to door. I'm just
I
saying it's
doubt that
possible.
part.
What if you could have a blowjob delivery service where you're like a pimp and you could just
You
send-
ain't seen the Dick Dash car?
Yeah. I've heard of it. I didn't know it was in
No,
Raleigh.
it ain't in Raleigh. I'm just saying.
I don't
As
think
far
I've-
as I know, shit, there's a lot of
I
girls
don't
Dick
think
dashing.
I've hit that level. Like
A pussy delivery service.
that means I had to pay for the pussy.
And the delivery.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the
Then they go hit
And
me
you
with the
gotta tip
delivery
the
fee. Like
driver.
I mean, but that's what they've been doing. That shit, that ain't new. People been doing shit.
Yeah, that's what Esco.
I mean,
They
no.
been doing that.
I know there's dudes out here that's doing it. I'm just saying, for me personally, nah. My
You
game's still,
saying nah?
my
nigga
game's
like,
still,
give me the number. Right?
my game's
You know
still a
what
little
I'm
too tight. But as I get older though, and rolling up these pennies though, like just it's in the back
saying? Start
pocket.
jiggling your pockets.
It's in the back pocket. Yeah, I'll take the number. I'll take the card. I ain't gonna use it right now.
Okay, let's get into music. Okay, so for a lot of people that don't know, some music dropped this week. We can start with the brand new Cardi B freestyle. Did you hear it? Well,
It was
I
alright.
know Branson heard it.
It was alright.
Kelly,
I've
did you
been
hear
out the
it?
loop. No.
I think I don't know. Does she still have that that she had a couple of years ago? Is she still
Fan base wise,
like that chick, or has that passed?
she's still
Still, yeah,
more
Cardi B
popular
still
than
Cardi B.
ever. Keep in mind, her album is like what, 5 years old, 4 years old. She hasn't dropped an album in years,
She been living mommy life.
And I know
and she
they're
has
waiting.
a fan base. Still.
I know they're waiting on this album.
And she's not even in the top 10 of the finest of women of all time in hip hop.
No, but She got a fan base.
And she still has a fan base through the fire. That's why we commend Cardi. But I didn't like how she took Missy Elliott's "She's a Bitch" beat. And after that, didn't Lotto make a song or Bia or something? I'll see all these women. Then I can't differentiate.
Did we put Lotto in the
She's in the top 10.
Okay, I was gonna say I saw her the other day. Like, did
Would
we
you
put her
above
up there?
Eve?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you put Flo Milli and Caesar Armani above Eve?
Caesar Armani, yeah, not Flo Milli though.
Okay. I like Flo Milli. She's thin.
She
She's
can rap.
skinny. Yeah, and she can
can
rap.
rap.
But that's the type of thin you want. You know why? Because there's a couple kids and she'll be all right. Yeah. What? That's the beauty of women. You know, y'all don't have to go to the gym to get thick. You can just let a nigga nut. And bam, now you thick.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Like,
Really?
how'd you get those glutes? I laid on my back.
Nigga math.
Wow.
Nigga math.
Okay. So yeah, I guess y'all didn't really care too much for the Cardi freestyle. I didn't think it was bad. I just didn't think it was good.
It's her.
Yeah.
It's her. It's not like innovative or anything like it's Cardi.
It's Cardi B. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed with it, but yeah, same thing. I didn't hate it. I don't think it's whack enough to make jokes about and crack on, but it's not something I'll be playing in my car. I don't know. You fuck with Schoolboy Q? Because Schoolboy Q dropped his new album, Blue Lips, today. Or
I heard it's actually pretty good.
yeah, I heard it. I heard it in its entirety yesterday, and it's pretty dope.
Okay.
I like Schoolboy Q's album. He's one of those rappers I'm not too familiar with, but I always, yeah, I know. He's like TDE, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know he was a part of Kendrick's camp, but I just never paid attention.
But
I don't pay
hold
attention
on.
to Kendrick.
Isn't Kendrick's not a part of that camp anymore though, is he?
Probably isn't.
So it's not Kendrick's camp. I thought he left TDE.
He might have. I don't really follow TDE.
But I know what you're saying. Like at that one, they were all together at one time. And Schoolboy Q is the last song I remember him really was, what was it, Studio?
Yeah. Studio.
Yeah. Studio was like popping.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with TDE or anything. That's one of those crews everybody thinks I listen
They always
to.
put
and I don't.
TDE against what is J. Cole's crew? Dreamville. Yeah, they always put those two crews
I'd say
against each other.
Dreamville wins.
Yeah, we're going to say Dreamville because we live in
Dreamville
North
is
Carolina.
the Shaw
and we listen
University of rap crews.
You know what?
Yes.
You might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right.
TDE is lost its accreditation, but I like making fun of St. Aug because my school still has its accreditation. Shout out to North Carolina Central University for being still badly run, but not bad enough to lose. I don't want to make it seem like, oh yeah, this is an outstanding administration. It's a HBCU. There's always going to be corruption.
You know what to expect when you deal with HBCUs, unfortunately.
They treat HBCUs like African nations and shit, and they just appoint some random nigga they know that's gonna fuck the school up.
Just throw them a little money for a little bit.
Just
to
slip
get
somebody under the table. Interesting. Okay. After Schoolboy Q, we had Ja Rule getting banned from the UK. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about it.
50 Cent didn't have anything to do with that, did he?
No, he
Okay.
just clowned him. So Ja Rule was banned from the UK due to his criminal record, unfortunately. And because of his criminal record, they denied him entry into the UK. And because of that, Ja Rule ended up losing about $500,000.
Now, this is my question. Did he do homework on this before he started
That's what I want to know.
working on doing this show in the UK?
Probably
Like,
not.
did you be like, can I go to the UK
Probably
first
not,
of
'cause
all?
you wouldn't think that you would get kicked out of the whole country. You know,
Would you invest your money doing shows across the water and not first check to see if I could
that would've-
possibly not be welcome over there?
probably not.
Yeah, it said his past criminal record is the reason why he can't do it. Officials made it clear he wouldn't be allowed in their country as they barred him from entry. Yeah, that is kind of whack. How would you set up a whole tour and not know where your standings are for your criminal record? That something seems suspect about that.
That just doesn't seem right. Like, you would want to check first your standing because you already know you have a criminal record and you can't go everywhere.
Yeah.
So you would check first to make sure, especially overseas. So I don't know.
Maybe Ja Rule is running a hustle, but, you know, not the guy who helped promote Firefest. He seems like such an honest, short man.
Had he ever been to overseas before?
I would assume so.
Well, then,
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, he probably didn't.
Yeah, maybe he
think
can
nothing
tour
different
other
of it
countries
because
in
he's been to
Europe.
other countries,
Yeah.
you know, and he didn't think they need to check this country to find out, you know.
well,
Where would I be without my passport?
he'll be checking countries from now on to see if he can
Yeah,
go
right.
there or not.
Yeah, so
Hell, I be checking cities and states too after that.
he claims that 85% of his shows were sold out. And, yeah, he was going to make
I can see that. Look, the European hip hop scene is
at the UK.
huge.
The UK listens to Ja Rule like that?
I guess
The
so.
old school hip hop is huge across the water. Why you think De La Soul always going over there and all Wu-Tang always going? It's huge across the water. They worship these old school acts.
The ones that we don't, that we should
Love like
I know.
we should.
They do.
I know Japan is like that, too.
The same difference.
The
Same
ones that
difference.
we don't love like we should love, they love them across the
So
water.
that means they're like singing to Ja Rule in a UK accent.
Correct.
Where would I be without my governor? Yeah, that's the UK fans singing over it.
I like UK rap though. At first it was kind of irritating, but I kind of like it,
can't get
depending on
into
who
it.
it is. Like, I remember Cam used to have SAS.
You know what bothers me about English rappers? They don't bust their guns. You know, I'm sure they can get them.
It's just so proper the way they talk. Like, you kind of have a hard time
I
taking
will
this
run up on
serious.
you.
Like,
Empty the clip.
Yes, I will run up on you with the razor.
I will poke and prod.
Yes.
the proper talk just it doesn't really drive home the point.
Watch
like
your
that.
backs, mate. That's how they talk.
It just doesn't draw the point home
Getting
like
stocks,
that.
mate.
Empty your pocket. Empty your corduroys. Niggas robbing you and shit. Empty your knickers.
Nigga.
They call pants knickers. Yeah.
Your niggas.
Empty your knickers. So yeah. Anyway, 50 Cent decided to chime in.
Of course he
course,
would.
it's
Okay,
50. You
of
gonna have
course he
something to say
would.
about Ja Rule.
He was waiting.
Yeah. So 50 wanted to take claim for banning Ja Rule, saying he had the juice all over the place, and then 50 had to retract it, saying I did not have nothing to do with this bitch not getting in. LOL.
That's forever beef.
Yes.
That is forever beef.
And then Ja wrote back, nigga, you pussy, shut up. It's like Ja didn't even really want to respond, but the fans were watching, so he had to write
Say
something.
something.
Forever beef. Like the Ja Rule
Yeah,
50
say
beef
something.
will
Yeah,
always
always
go
like,
on.
yeah, nigga, you pussy.
Whatever, nigga. You
Yeah.
shut up.
I gotta say something, y'all. Yeah, he can't be like Papa Doc at the end of 8 Mile. Yeah. Y'all forgot that reference.
I get it.
Yeah. Okay, it just wasn't funny. Okay, so Nicki Minaj. I know y'all heard about this. Nicki Minaj opened up her tour yesterday in Oakland, and the big brawl in the audience happened.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so basically she was performing Friday night in Oakland, first night of her much-anticipated Pink Friday 2 World Tour, and then a couple fans started exchanging punches. And then there was a huge scuffle, and there was a person in pink getting shoved back, seems to get angry, and then they get into headlocks, and then the security had to step in.
Wigs flying.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad scene.
We got to get ready for the barbs.
Yeah. So, you know, this is Nicki Minaj fans. They trying to, like, twerk on, dead relatives' graves. So fighting
Right.
is just not even
Right.
the lowest you can go at a Nicki Minaj concert.
Pretty
but
much.
that happened.
Nothing would surprise me anymore about Nicki Minaj and her fans.
Yeah. So it was a Damn, they said members of the crowd can be heard questioning the person in Pink's gender. So one of the people, they don't even know if it was a woman or a man fighting. What if it was Saucy Santana?
It wasn't Saucy. We would have known that.
Yeah, they would have known it. But anyway, on a positive note, Nicki Minaj became the first female rapper in Spotify history to earn 34 billion streams across all credits.
I still think "Did It On Him" is one of the best female songs I've
Did It
heard in a
On
while. I think that's one of the best female songs. Like,
I don't remember the lyrics.
I think that is one of the, like, out of all the songs I've heard, and this song came out a while ago, and I still think that's one of the best songs that was crafted by a female artist. Like, to me,
It's better than MC Light's Georgie Porgy and JJ Fad's Supersonic.
see, my MC Light song is always "Solid as a Rock."
Solid as a rock.
I mean, "Light as a Rock." "Light as a Rock" is like my
That's Ashford and Simpson.
Solid.
Solid.
"Light as a Rock." I think is my
like
staple.
Paper Thin and Ah Cha Cha Cha. Yeah.
Cha cha cha.
I used to love Nicki Minaj. That was like, you know.
Why
what
don't you
I'm
like
saying?
her now? What she do to
It's
you?
just like it's like throughout her growth, you know, Nicki Minaj for a long time, there really wasn't anybody really rapping, you know, female wise when she was rapping. It was, but not like Nicki was, because Nicki was on everything, on everybody's shit. It's features everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But when these new girls start coming in, and, you know what I'm saying, people start paying attention to them, it's like her attitude changed.
Yeah.
And she became, you know,
Bitter.
yeah.
Didn't want to share the spotlight.
Basically. And with that, that's when all this other unnecessary beef came. And then, you know, like I said, her attitude changed. And the way it changed, it just wasn't cute to me.
But they kind of made female hip hop like that though over time, because females didn't really get this shine like that. Like,
So let somebody else get their
But
flowers.
every time-
she wasn't trying to do that.
every time it was a female, to me, in hip hop that was shining, it was only one. It was never multiple females shining at one time.
Because there wasn't a lot of females. You know, it's a lot more females rapping now than it was
Oh,
then.
it definitely
you know, so
is.
even when Nicki was rapping, it still want a whole lot of
I
females.
mean, Little Kim and Foxy were pitted against
but that was
each
Little
other.
Kim and
Yeah,
Foxy. That
but-
would still want a whole lot of females. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. It
just
was
saying,
only like
any time there are two females, then
They're
there's
pitted
always,
against each other.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's
Man,
not
that's just
good.
crazy. The way she
now
acts.
it's Nicki, Cardi, and Meg. It's a triple cage. It's a triple cage match.
Interesting. Also, Saweetie addressed why she hasn't dropped an album yet.
Because we don't want to hear it, and we
She
don't
said,
care.
Yeah, she hasn't released an album in 3 years because nobody was caring about her music.
Okay.
That's cold, Kelly. You be talking about Sweetie all the time. Be like,
I?
damn, I wish Sweetie dropped some new
I don't
shit.
think I ever did that before.
She's
How do
in
you
what
get a
group?
McDonald's menu or a meal?
She do got a new song out though that I heard it. I kind of like.
She's in what group?
She's not in the group.
She's not in the group.
Oh, damn.
She's a solo artist. You know, no group can contain.
What
Sweetie.
song does she
It's
have?
something new that she got out that I heard, and I was like, okay, I didn't know. it
What's
was
What's her staple song? Like,
I don't remember.
On the
Okay.
McDonald's meal. I remember that.
Is it Best Friend?
Yeah, she's.
That's my
oh,
best
so
friend.
she's
Isn't she Quavo's?
She's Quavo's ex-girlfriend.
oh, somebody's dick made her like okay.
I don't want to say that.
I-
I don't want to
cool.
be disrespectful to her. I don't know her like that. But I know
She's
she's somebody-
associated to some guy.
rapper.
then. Okay.
Yeah, she was associated with Quavo. Didn't Quavo give her a car and repossess it?
Yeah,
That's
like,
what
it was
Shannon
her. I
said.
think
It was a whole bunch
I
of
think it was a
mess.
beef with her and Quavo and somebody else.
I think I heard that. I think I heard about that story.
Yeah,
I
so
think it was Best Friend in that song. That's my best friend. She's a real bad bitch.
so a music exec told Saweetie,
I've heard that song before.
a music exec told Saweetie that she should twerk more on Instagram and said that her voice was very boring and she rapped in a too monotone and needed more energy.
OnlyFans.
And she was told she needed to share more of her life on the internet
OnlyFans.
and to twerk when you want to.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, this basically sounds like an issue OnlyFans could solve.
OnlyFans.
So basically, shut the fuck up and shake your ass. is what you saying.
OnlyFans.
Ice Spice.
Yeah, you could learn from Ice Spice, Saweetie. But Ice Spice don't have a McDonald's meal.
She will.
In fact,
She has a Dunkin' Donuts joint, I think.
Yep.
she does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure does.
What is it?
A drink.
Oh, she got it. Oh Lord, I don't know if I want to eat an Ice Spice. What's the drink called? Or
It's some kind of frappuccino or frappe or something, ain't it?
I know a lot of people that'll.
I mean, you
frap
put
to
a
Ice
name,
Spice.
you put a person's name behind it, it'll sell.
Yeah.
And Ice Spice is pretty
Like, you know,
popular.
all those sweetie meals at McDonald's, they just couldn't keep them in stock.
And she hanging out with what you would call raises her popularity.
Who?
Hanging out with Taylor Swift raises her popularity.
Who? Ice Spice or Sweetie?
Ice Spice.
Yeah.
When she was with Taylor Swift, they were
Oh,
at
yeah,
the Super
yeah,
Bowl
the
together,
Super
shit
Bowl.
like that. That raises her popularity.
I guess.
It just broadens it out.
Yeah, like, you know, now who's
The
out
ones
with
that
Taylor
like,
Swift?
my God,
Oh,
who is
yeah.
Ice Spice. We need to find out who she is.
Who? Ice?
She's with Taylor.
Yeah. So it
they're
broadens
like, oh my
her
God.
her
Her and
fan
Taylor are
base.
friends.
Look at her butt.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with what the music executive said because we don't even know any songs by Sweetie, but we know she's like attractive, so she could twerk more. I'm not saying this.
So she could possibly twerk a little bit
twerking
more.
could definitely. I can't even say it'll help her career out because now it's oversaturated. Twerking is oversaturated. It's taking up the game.
If it's done poorly, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just too many people doing it.
And all the ass is fake now, so
Too many people doing it for the not love of twerking.
Yeah, twerking is like.
I want to see twerker from a natural ass, not one that's genetically modified.
Genetically modified ass.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
There's a lot of it around here.
You hear about Rihanna's major multi-million-dollar payday? Okay, so basically, Rihanna was flown to India to perform at the pre-wedding celebration for India, one of India's richest billionaires.
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
So basically, Rihanna went over there.
Ain't she pregnant?
Yeah.
Getting money pregnant.
It don't matter.
She's been doing that since the first pregnancy.
Dope. Just
She
money.
could just stand there like this and make money.
ASAP Rocky, you my God, man. Like that,
He made sure he rocked
Look,
that
like
ASAP, you know what I'm
ASAP
saying?
Rocky, you gonna go down as a legend, my boy. Like you definitely gonna go.
So they got 3 kids now?
Oh, that's the third one.
This is the third one she's
yeah,
pregnant with, right?
ASAP Rocky, he gonna go up there with the
I
legend.
mean, back to back to back.
Like, he
blame him.
gonna go up there with
As soon
the
as she dropped one, there's
legend.
another one in there.
Yeah, you'd be a fool to pull out of Rihanna.
Nah, like
He ain't, obviously.
Yeah, interesting. So yeah, well anyway, Rihanna was flown to India. She performed for this billionaire son for his pre-wedding party. She performed Work, Bitch Better Have My Money, and All of the Lights. And she got a multi-million-dollar payday, of course. They're not releasing the actual number.
just
but-
know she got millions.
Oh yeah. That performance, you flew out one of the biggest stars
Right.
ever. And I think she was paid, they said, around $6 million
Ooh. Must
for
be nice.
a 15-20 minute set.
Oh, that's it. Right.
Oh, while we're on talking about music, has anybody seen the updated pictures of Jaheim
Yeah.
floating around?
With
He look
Jaheim.
like
The Predator with his
no,
hair
Yeah,
missing.
and the
Oh,
uncle from Medea that was in the wheelchair. You remember that one?
yeah, like Jaheim looking, he looking.
Is it just normal aging or is it something
I
wrong with
think so.
him?
He balled
It's
that
probably
out.
normal aging, and he just ain't let the dreads go yet or the braids go yet.
Yeah, they still right around the edges.
Like the Coolio, like Coolio.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna need you to come hook me up sometime, probably on the next TV.
Just let me know.
I know tomorrow you can swing it through, but I'm gonna need something within the next couple of weeks.
Tenfold. You know,
Probably,
know what?
probably before the party.
You know what? We did shout outs, but what we did not do was, don't you got something going on?
I try to keep something going on.
Don't
man.
you got something going
Try
on?
to keep something
I done
going
took my
on, man.
Monday off for that Saturday, so I can rest.
She said took Monday off for Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna
See,
need
Kelly,
days to
no.
recuperate.
Kelly, no.
I already
when,
know how I
when,
go.
when I have an event, nigga, like when I do my events, because they're a Saturday night event.
I took Sunday off.
Exactly.
You gonna
They
need it.
run
Yeah, I took
through-
Sunday off.
You need a day typically to recuperate because it's an all nighter.
Yeah.
My events, they might say they stop at 2.
And
That's
it's
for
and
them.
it's and it's OT. And it's
My
OT, so
event
ain't no
says it
telling
might-
what
it stops
time
around
what
2.
time we going to get.
Nigga, my nigga said I can go until niggas go home. He said you can party until niggas go home out here, bro.
So where's it at?
We're in Kinston, Club Climax. That's what 264.
Oh, that's the country.
Yeah, Club Climax.
Yeah.
Salacious
Put
Saturday.
my dress to the side.
Got some of my friends coming from back in the day. They used to, entertain. So it's gonna be quite the experience, man. Quite the experience. Spread the word, Kinston and surrounding
Enjoy the
areas.
nightlife.
I mean, shout out to my man DJ Kente, fucking T Wild, Pirelli man. You know what I mean? The big extra, and Chanel Monet pulling up.
Oh, Chanel Monet will be in the building. Interesting.
That's my dog.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna be a pretty lit party. Unfortunately, I
Like I
will
said,
be
I took
out of
Monday
town.
off for Saturday night, and I don't work weekends. So
Damn, you gonna need a whole 24 hours?
I am.
48.
Yeah.
It's going down.
All right, what else we got?
Okay, so besides, dang, I don't want to end it on a negative note, so we'll skip that story about people getting graped in India.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that one.
That was treacherous.
Yo, but that was treacherous as hell. I was like, yo.
That was treacherous. That's
you know,
treacherous.
This makes me not want to go to India no more.
I never wanted to
Where
go.
we just say Rihanna went?
And she went to India. That's why I wanted to do that story in transition.
You know why I don't want to go there?
Because of the street food.
That is the main, like their health. Like I don't know if it's really real like that, but if that's really, I don't even want to be in that vicinity.
I'd be hungry the whole time. I would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
just
lose
think
weight
about
in India.
what you
bread
see.
and sandwiches.
What you see is not necessarily what you think it is. I just let that resonate for a minute. What you see
Isn't necessarily
isn't necessarily
what you
what
think it is.
you think
Right.
it is.
Right.
Yeah. You know what the fucked up part is? Like every other country where you talk bad about it and say it's dirty, there's always people like, no, that's the media. Nobody ever says that shit about India.
No.
It's just like, no, this whole place is shit.
I can't have nobody staring my food up all the way up to their elbows.
Yeah, with their elbow all the way deep into
You know what I'm
this.
saying?
Scratching their ass in the middle
Right.
of your meal, nigga. Like,
I can't.
And then
do
people
it.
sitting down eating that shit like it's
yo, that
little
nigga,
flies
I
everywhere.
seen shit where they got his arm all the way up to the
All the way to-
elbow,
yes.
nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. And then take it and plop it on the plate with
Plate.
the grease.
Yeah. Give
They
it
go,
to you and be like, yeah, give me that plate back when you're finished.
No, thank you.
Well, she
They
got
gonna
my
sprinkle
stomach
some-
hurting over here. Just the
sprinkle
thought
some
of
basil
it.
on top of it, try to make it look good. No, I don't want your basil nor your armpit juice in my food.
Yeah,
the
boy,
effing
they be going
podcast invades India. I can see that.
there. Yo, we need to do a trip to India just to make sure it's real.
No, thank you.
No,
I'd be
thank you.
hungry.
Nigga, we do it on the Ganges River or whatever it is. Yeah.
No, thank you. Well, you could let us know how that turned
You know how
out.
many hundreds and thousands and millions of individuals they say are just out there randomly, miscellaneously?
In India?
Dude, I've been to Africa. And it was hundreds and thousands of millions of people roaming out there too, yo.
India is one of the most populated.
Yes.
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 Yeah, India is one of
Yes.
the most populated countries in the world.
And this is one of the places, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know about all of it, but a lot of these places they use their left hand.
Oh.
All of your food.
All of your food.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying they use their left hand.
Yeah. And then it's all in your food.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right, exactly.
Like, is that peanut butter? No.
What is the
It
white
was.
Could have been.
sauce? You
Could
got
have
crusty
been.
white sauce on your nails, sir. No, they didn't come for them.
Yeah. So I'm not too pressed to go to India anytime soon.
Are we sliding?
Yeah. Oh, well, don't we want to cover Buddha's topic regarding Ayanna Vazan saying black men are dehumanized? So Buddha shared a clip in the Messenger, and it was Ayanna Vazan saying black men are basically dehumanized, and that we're only seen as... Basically, she's just repeating the same shit I've heard 1,000 niggas say before.
What can men do? That's it. A man is used for only as good as what he can do.
But that's every man. I relegate that to our race.
Yeah, that's
Right.
every man.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
you know, it's hard for y'all. You know, it is hard for y'all, I must say.
That's what she said.
It is because I mean, you know, being held to such high standards, you know, on the things that they supposed to do and the way it's supposed to be.
Well, that's from dealing with mediocre women.
It's
mediocre
dealing with
women-
the past too. You know, like you have like it's not the generations ain't like it used to be. You know, back in the
Of
day,
course not.
the man's supposed to do this, the woman's supposed to
social
do this, and
media.
everything is different now. So. You know, a lot of people that think the same way from back then see things now, and it's not the same. So, of course, they're going to have something
The
to
way
say.
the man carries on his shoulders are way much more now than it was back then.
Exactly.
Like, because now I got to have this super nice car and I got to make 6 or 7 figures
To
and
make up for her mediocrity. That's why there's so much pressure on men, because there's so many mediocre women out here
I was
wanting
gonna say
to.
that the women have a lot to do with it too.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
women want to live a certain life that their mediocrity can't afford to get to them, so they put that onus on their partners and potential partners. So now you need a 6'3" nigga or somebody making a lot of money, because you ain't gonna make a lot of money. And women want taller men because women are getting fatter. That's the truth. It used to be no problem with a 5'9" woman.
Ain't
'Cause
nothing wrong with no thick fat chick either.
no, women are getting fatter, so they need taller men to offset it.
It
So
doesn't mean it want 'em fat.
y'all look like the number 10 rolling together with your chick now. But I'm
Yeah,
just
he
being
said that.
honest. You know,
funny as hell,
Said that. He
man.
did.
thinner women don't care as much about height. Fatter women do. Like, let's be honest.
You ain't talking about me then.
I'm just saying.
I'm 6'1", I'm good.
I'm
it
6'3",
never,
so I'm cool,
I've
bro.
never
And
had
I'm
a
5'3".
problem.
I feel for my short
And
brothers.
thick.
That's a battle I've never had to fight. I've always been, like, tall. Even in elementary school, I was always top 5 in height. So I've never been short or considered short. I didn't have a growth spurt or anything. I was just pretty much tall. So I've never had to deal with shortness, but I feel for my short niggas. What if I'm reincarnated as a short
Or you
nigga?
will be just
I'm
because you
just
picking.
Look, while you talk, I'm just hoping
Everything you don't want now is what
If
you
I'm
gonna be. When you
reincarnated, if
They
I'm
gonna get you
reincarnated as
good,
a
boy.
short nigga, I'm gonna be like a prince.
I'm just hoping my nephew hits that growth spurt and just shoots past my other
You're going to be
two.
born in India, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be an Indian prince. I'm gonna be the
A
prince
short,
of India.
fat Indian prince.
A Prince Nelson. I'm gonna be Indian prince.
All right, what else
Why
we
do
gonna do
Cardinals
tonight?
cry?
We get right to end the show.
Yeah, we can end the show. Do you have anything else to talk about?
I want to talk about the local plug blessing us with all this stuff up here.
Yes,
That's what I want
yes,
to talk about.
Yes.
Definitely
in your
give
order,
her a
you
shout
get 2
out.
cookies instead of the one that's left for me. So, yeah, this
ready
was
to get
pretty
to
good.
this strawberry
and
crunch
I'm
cake she
feeling
got
pretty
me.
good. Everybody's feeling good. I want to know what that drink tastes
Go
like.
ahead. You want your straw?
Everybody have a great start to your week.
Yeah,
If you're going out tonight, no drinking and driving, none of that stuff. Be looking for us next Saturday. We'll be here. Y'all have a great night. We about to slide while they divvy up this stuff.
Okay, these are supposed to be like adult
Yeah,
pouches.
so just pull it open at the top.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That's
I
what
got
it
you. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
we
end
out.
of the show. We out. Thank you for
LLP.
doing it.